Hey guys, so I used the Cetaphil moisturizer and the Neutrogena shine control for my face, and then I went in this NYC palette and I used this eyelid primer. This is just so your eyeshadows stick on better and last. I'm basically going to be doing a prom look, more for heavy if you guys are interested in that. And then I'm going to be using that eyeshadow and putting this in my crease. So this prom look isn't for everybody, it's more if you want a very overdone, like goth type of look. That's what I was going for. So I'm going to be using that light brownish shade, and I'm going to be putting that in my crease. It's more of a warm tone. It's quite orangey, but I blend it out so it doesn't look so coppery. That's just a mud blending brush, and I'm just going to be blending those two eyeshadows together. The next thing I'm going to be doing is taking this brush and using the MAC Fix Plus spray and just wetting it down. I'm going to be using these infallible eyeshadows. Basically, I'm using a few different shades. I'm using this dark purple one, and I'm doing like a halo look. So basically, I put on the eyeshadow in my outer and inner corner, and I connect it in the middle. And I always start with the outer, then inner, then in the middle afterwards. And I wet it just so the pigment is a little bit brighter, but I actually liked it a little bit more dry once the brush started to dry down. So it's really whatever you guys personally like. And then blend, blend, blend. Blending is very important. I always make sure all my eyeshadows are blended. I'm very big on that, especially for halo looks. You don't want really any harsh lines. So I'm going to be going in now with this next infallible eyeshadow, and I'm going to be putting this kind of on the side of it, more towards the inner middle of my eyelid. But I am leaving that center open just because a lighter shade is going to be going there. And I use patting motions to apply this eyeshadow. Like I said before, I just keep blending just to make sure everything transitions smoothly. Next, I'm going to be taking this eyeshadow, and this is like a light silvery gray, and this is going to be going on the inner part of my lid. And all the brush is wet the whole time, so. And if you guys want to see any specific eye look or makeup look, I'm going to be trying to do a lot of prom looks and changing it up because everyone likes to wear their makeup a little bit different for prom. So just let me know down below, and I will definitely do it for you. And I always just keep patting, 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 just so the pigment stays on. I did buy the NYX glitter glue, but I haven't used it yet, so I'll definitely have to try that a go soon. Next, I'm going to be going back into this palette, using those two brown shades and blending them in the crease. And this palette is an e.l.f. palette. I'll let you guys know down below what palette it is. But this is all drugstore makeup, so it's for anyone that can't afford to go to Sephora and get higher end makeup. So for my foundation, I'm going to be mixing the Milani and the NYX drops together, and this is a very full coverage face makeup. I've never done this, but it did last throughout the day. I did get kind of oily though. So make sure you guys try out the foundation before prom or any special event, just because you never know really how it's going to look. So always try it either a few days before, just to make sure it's what you want. And what I do is I'm going to be going kind of not over the eyeshadow, but below my eyebrows like that, just to clean it up, because you don't want your eyeshadow to go too high up. And then you're going to also just take a brush and just blend that out so there's no harsh lines. But I always take my beauty blender and just kind of go over the lid just to make sure it's, like I said, not too high up, because you don't want to have dark eyeshadow up to your eyebrow. So next I'm going to be using this Rimmel London concealer. And I'm just going to be blending it with the Beauty Blender. This is actually the Real Technique sponge. You could use anything that works. Brushes, anything. I'm going to use this NYX palette. and I'm going to be using those 3 colors up top and set underneath my eyes and any highlighting points on my face. I'm going to go in the same palette, use that first shade right there, and this is just kind of bronze my face up a bit. So I always put it around the perimeter of my face. I tend to get a little bit muddy on my cheeks for some reason. I'm not exactly sure why, but it tends to happen to me a lot. So make sure if that happens to you, you try not to apply a lot in the same area. I think that's my problem, is that I take off the foundation and I just apply a lot. So make sure you practice and figure out what your skin type needs. I'm going to be taking this Milani blush and putting this on the apple of my cheeks. I actually like this blush a lot. I've been using it for a very long time. So next I'm going to use this L'Oreal lipstick. I just wanted to show you guys what it would look like with like a nude lip. You could use a nude, but I wanted to go with this NYX cream lipstick. And like I said, I'm going for like a vampy, grudgy look. So I wanted to stick with everything kind of dark. Then I'm going to be using just a glitter and put this on the center of my eyes. And then I'm going to be putting it in the inner corner on my lash line right there. And then a little bit on my inner tear ducts. And I do get my brush wet before I apply it. Then I'm just going to be blending the eyeshadow down a little bit. Same color that I use in my crease. Then for my highlight, I'm using this Revolution one in Sunkissed. And it is a little bit too light for me, I think. More of a gold look would look good. But make sure you guys just try and figure out which colors are going to be best for you. This one is definitely for someone that likes it very highlighted or lighter skin toned. Then for my eyebrows, I'm actually going in the darker shade in that contour palette. I'm going to be applying this through my brows. If you guys want to see a full brow look, I can definitely do like an in-depth tutorial on how I fill in my brows. Next, I'm going to be using my favorite mascara. It's the Sephora Outrageous Mascara. And I'm just going to be applying this to obviously both my lashes. If you guys want to use fake lashes, you totally could, but I'm not going to in this look. It's whatever you guys find easier. But that's basically my complete makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please comment, rate, subscribe.